Daughter Lion. Hey everybody, it's the beginning of week 2. Week 2 is the week that we're going to be talking about food and nutrition and ways to nourish both our bodies and our spirits. Sorry it's been quiet for me for the past couple of days. I just got really sick, but the good news is I did take Neville on 3 walks last week before I was in bed. And this is the part where we switched locations because I realized I was filming this video in the dark. Gosh, Heather, could you be more of a noob? Probably not. So yesterday I had lunch with my friends Grace and Rachel. Grace is an HPA member who's doing a lot of the same challenges with us all throughout the month. One of the things that she's done in her life is cut out processed foods entirely. As you guys are well aware, a lot of the food we eat today looks nothing like it did when it came out of the ground. The chemical composition or the physical composition of the food is altered. In a lot of cases, we're not exactly sure what all these chemicals are doing to our bodies. One of the things that Grace has noticed as she stopped eating all these processed foods is that her anxiety levels are going down a lot. She feels a lot better. This is just another way to note how closely our minds and bodies are connected, and when we're taking care of our bodies, our minds feel better too. Inspired by this conversation with Grace and Rachel, I've come away with the change I want to make. I'm cutting out fast food for the rest of the month. I eat a lot of fast food knowing it's unhealthy and I keep putting it in my body. It's both bad for me and for my wallet. This means I'm going to be cooking a lot more, eating a lot more leftovers, eating sandwiches at home, that kind of stuff. No more fast food. I think it's a good decision. So after we did all this yesterday, I came home and watched a documentary called Food Inc. Food Inc. chronicles the changes made in American farming in the last couple of decades. It's a really, really interesting documentary that shows us exactly what the process is like from when the food comes out of the ground or off the farm onto our tables. And the process may shock you. Imagine a farm. My image of a farm is green grass, a red barn, cows running around, chickens clucking, sunny, beautiful. Most modern-day farms aren't like that at all. Farming has become a huge mechanized industry. In Food Inc., we're shown footages of chicken farms where chickens are never allowed to see sunlight, cattle farms where cows are herded into small spaces where they can barely move. The filmmakers interviewed soybean farmers who talked about the difficulties that chemically altered seeds create in their farming lives. All in all, this film was hugely eye-opening and really interesting. It's not graphic, and it's not too complex. It's really easy to understand. It's a great documentary. My favorite part about the film is the challenges it gives at the end, just like what we're doing. The challenges suggested by Food Inc. include eating more locally sourced or organic products, advocating for healthy lunches at your schools, and talking to your legislators about safety regulations in our farms. This excellent documentary is available on Netflix Instant Streaming, so if you have that service, I totally recommend you watch it. And if you don't, they offer free trials. That's my challenge to you today. Seek out this documentary and watch it. It lays great groundwork for what we're going to be talking about this week, and I promise you'll learn a lot. I'm loving being a part of this campaign so far. It's been wonderful to read all your comments on the videos and the blogs and to hear about how you're doing in the campaign so far. And I think it's really exciting that by the end of this, we're going to be able to look back at all the positive changes that we've made in our lives. Remember that while our fight against the body bind Horcrux is a month-long campaign, we're hoping that the changes we make here continue to carry on into our lives. We have the opportunity here to really change ourselves for the better, so I hope that when you look at these challenges, you think about long-term ways to sustain healthy changes in your life. We've got some really exciting things coming up for the campaign, including a blog from none other than our favorite Luna Lovegood, Ivana Lynch. I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait to share it with you. So, go watch Food Inc. and let me know how you're doing in the comments. Hey Neville, say hello. Are you a wizard? Neville, who's a wizard?